just started off-roading out in Myra. I better put my seatbelt on. So right now we're on the inroads to go into more heavy-used ATV trails that offer a little bit of a challenge, but pretty good for our vehicles. They're nice and wide. This isn't an extremely challenging trail, but it is a fun trail to do.
Go straight ahead there, Todd. Off to the left. Go straight ahead to the left.
What is it?
Here, boy.
Is that new from last year?
That's cool. I only noticed it here about a week ago.
Hunters put up a new deer blind that we just noticed, and just took a picture of it. I'll post it after this so you guys can take a look at it. And Jamie, who's driving in front of me, has really good eyes and is able to pick those things out quite well. So this is the turnoff we're taking on to more of an ATV style trail. That's nice and wide though for the Jeeps.
Seems to be a lot of traffic in here.
Did you say trapping or traffic?
A lot of traffic. The roads all beat out.
Yeah, so we did this trail in the wintertime. There's actually good winter footage of this trail where I think it was myself, Jamie, and
Stop tracks here for some reason.
Interesting. Yeah, so we did this trail in the wintertime, and it was actually a pretty challenging trail to do in the wintertime just because the snow was so deep. We got a nice video of that. I'll post the link down below for the video of this trail in the winter. This is my first time actually doing it in the summertime or without any snow, so it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. I have a feeling that we're going to be able to fly through this one compared to what we did in the wintertime. This is a little bit easier without snow.
That?
This is a little bit easier without snow.
Oh yeah. You probably haven't come this way too often. We always come in from the other end.
I think this is the first time I've ever come this way without snow. So typically on a trail like this, I usually air down to about 15 psi just to give a bit more comfortable ride. More challenging trails, I might go down to 10 or 12 psi, but 15 is pretty good for a trail like this. And the nice thing about the Falcon shocks that I have is I can turn to the soft mode, which I'm running right now. This is where I think he got stuck at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
This hill is actually in my video, I believe, at the beginning. All my trail walker videos, this is the hill guy come up in the wintertime.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think so.
I think it took us about an hour to get here in the winter.
Yeah, we'll have to do a bit more.
So in case you're wondering about the orange hat, it's hunting season here, so it's a little bit safer to wear some orange clothing so that the hunters can see you better if you get out of the vehicle. Although I am driving a big ass red Jeep, so if you miss that, there's something wrong.
Seems to be wide though.
It's much wider than it was in the wintertime.
What was it you were trying to find?
It just sounded like a metal banging on metal there, and it's coming from the right tire.
Oh shit, okay. I'll stop down here and then come up behind you and see if we can get it. I'm going to flat down there.
So what just happened there is we got a strange noise coming from the passenger front tire, and we're just making sure there's not anything more serious going on. seems to only happen when we go over larger bumps. So my guess is it's definitely shock related. Or spring related, but anyway. It's nothing that's too bad right now, but anyway, we'll check it out later, and if it does get worse, then we'll stop and we'll take another look at it.
Section 2 here is almost always underwater, Todd. I wonder why it's dry now.
Right here's water?
2 here, this is always flooded.
And we had lots of rain, so it should be flooded. This section right here has the bridges out, so we have to actually go around it. ATVs can go over it, as you can see there, but we got to go around it, which is not a problem. I think it's actually more fun to go around than go. Just look a little bit deep.
You just got her dammed off there. We're going to have to do something with that.
Yeah, that was up to the top of my fenders. Those damn beavers. Yeah, I've never seen it that deep. I thought you were going to stop there for a second.
Yeah, the water was right up over your bumper.
Yeah, I saw it go up to the, almost to the hood. We're getting to the point now where we're getting ready to take a turn off to head to Gabarus. This is a nice little off-road path. I actually discovered this one last year by accident. It wasn't James that showed it to me. And when I told Jamie about it, he was like, "Oh my God, I love that that trail." It was so he already knew about it. So it's surprising that water was so deep back there and that other place was dried up.
Well, you know what? Lynn was saying it might be because of that little bastard, that beaver.
Yeah, they make quick work of the trees and that, don't they? So here it is. We're taking the right to head to Gabarus. This is, I believe, called Oceanview Road. I have no idea why it's called Oceanview Road, because I know today you don't really get to see the ocean from the path. Everything okay?
Yeah, just trying to move my radio.
So they put 2 rocks here at the beginning, which kind of pisses me off.
They got no right through, man. Surprising though, you got lots of room to come through there. Must have put the post out.
Wonder who did that?
Oh,
You know what it is, the side-by-sides.
the only thing we don't know if the post is out on the back end though.
I'll just keep going our way and then we'll see on the other side. That's what it is, the side-by-sides don't fit anymore, so they took it out for the side-by-sides.
Quite possible. I know some of them side by side. All those posts apparently are 60 inches, and some of the side by sides that are coming out 62 apparently.
Have you ever been down that way?
We've gone through there a number of times. There's a cottage in there that the snowmobile use.
So is it the ATV club or the snowmobile guys that put those posts in?
I think it was snowmobile or that. Ended up getting some kind of private the road, and apparently when they get them grants, from what I was told anyway, that at that point they're supposed to put posts up, so they're now responsible for the trail.
I mean, the thing is, we do a lot of trail clearing and trail maintenance ourselves, so we would just be helping them.
That would make sense, though, right?
So I'd like to take this opportunity to show to Cheaper TV. He mentioned my channel the other week at the end, and he was one of my tips for off-roading if you're going to be off-roading alone. Also, Cheaper TV, if you're ever out the East Coast and you decide you want to go wheeling, just let me know, and I will definitely show you around the spots here, and hopefully you get a little bit of East Coast wheeling and see what it's like down here. So we now turned on to, I believe the correct road is Oceanview. This is the an old road that takes you right into Gabarus. This is a beautiful trail. I absolutely love doing this trail. There's it's not that it's challenging, but there's a couple of spots in here that they have washout and the water's a bit deep, so you got to be careful with what you're doing. You got to pay attention to what you're doing. We just stopped quickly look at an old foundation that was probably from the early 1900s. It's pretty impressive to see that. Great craftsmanship. All the water in this trail, though, is got a nice rock solid bottom on it, so it's not too deep. But as you can see with Jamie in front of me, it's going halfway up his tires. The deeper waters have to come. This does get to be a little bit challenging in the winter time. I guess most trails do, but challenging. So we're approaching the section which we call the Washout, and typically it's just a lot of uneven roadway because of the water running in the path. Jamie's stopping there for a second for some reason. Do you see something?
I'm just putting her four-wheel drive just in case.
You have Detroit lockers, don't you, in the back?
You what?
You have Detroit lockers in the back?
Yeah.
So Jamie's running Detroit lockers in the back, and I have electronic front and rear lockers. Just tossing the rear ones on. I don't think I need them right now, but just to have them in case. I like being slow and cautious and not fast and rushing it. See right up here the tree that me and Jamie cut down last winter to clear this path out for everyone. I didn't take my chainsaw today, but I have my katana boy, which is been proving pretty useful. Seems a lot of trees like falling in this area. This is the third tree we took out. So usually if the tree is not completely blocking the path, we'll leave it. Like you see right in front here, which is overhang. They're fine, we just go under. They might bang against the roof or not, but no big deal. these trails aren't for the faint of heart if you don't like scratches, because they are very, very tight, and you do end up with a lot of pinstripes along through here. These haven't been the tightest trails I've been on, but most people don't like it being scratched up. They stick to nice wide open but they're just missing the point. Is that where I buried my Jeep?
What?
Is that where I got stuck that day?
Right there, yeah.
What was that?
I'm in two-wheel drive. Hang on.
I think this might have been the spot I got stuck instead.
It was off to the right there.
I was looking to the right and went to the right. Getting a little tight. Yeah, so we're on a trail here where we haven't really explored in a long time. Well, it's still good, just a really small one. Yeah, so this trail around here is really tight. At some point you can't even see the vehicle in front of you. But it's the way you find new spots to go. So Jamie's taking us to a location where apparently it's a trail right down to the ocean. And, it can be a bit of a challenge to get back up it, so hopefully we're able to get to it and see what the trail looks like.
We're almost at the park boundary, actually.
I think there used to be a sign that said gate ahead. Is that the rate you're looking for?
Park boundary here.
Where's that trail you were talking about?